What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality
Oh
Kingdom,
my god.
where we put the real in reality or whatever.
I gotta fix my name.
Period. I'm your host, Pharaoh Famous, and we're joined by our wonderful co-host.
Oh, no. Lisa Rose, bitch. Ooh,
Period. And we're the reality. Did I finish my
I don't
Oh,
even know.
wonderful co-host Lisa Rose. Lisa Rose. I have to say,
Ooh,
am
that
I wrong?
rhymes.
Anyways, I must say
What was
on June 1st,
Ah,
happy motherfucking Pride Ho.
period. Period.
It's nothing.
Period.
It's nothing. It's
Shout out to all
nothing.
my gays and theys.
Shout out to the gays, days, them, hers. Zeus and hers, bitch.
Period.
Period. I feel so good. I just feel liberated. I feel here. I feel whole. I feel seen. I feel up. I feel
Period.
down. I
Ooh.
feel left.
Ooh.
I feel right. Like
Ooh.
I just feel like I'm here and I'm here to stay. And I don't give a fuck.
And you're here to slay.
And I'm here to slay, bitch.
And the
And I'll never
Shantae,
sashay away, bitch.
bitch.
And I'll always Shantae, you stay. Ho. The
We're
fuck?
hype. Girl,
So
this is
anyway,
hot,
shout out to the
my
gays. If you're straight, you get no love this month. I don't give a
boy.
fuck about a straight
No,
this
they
month.
get love.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Ooh, we love everybody.
Right, we do sign NDAs.
Anyways, we're here. Great episode.
Queer.
Great episode for the Pride Month because it's talking about how everybody can really be loving everybody. Boom! I love this episode.
I love this episode. No, this is a really, really good episode. I feel like in general, I'm loving this season so far. I think that literally my only gripe so far from watching All Stars 9 is I think because of the non-eliminations, I keep saying it, the critiques aren't really there. And sometimes I need my girls to get critiqued just a tank, because I just be like, okay, some things get mentioned, but I mean, this episode I thought it was fine. It's just like, I'm so well just immersed into like the drag race show now, to where it's like I'm expecting things that I already know to happen. So it's like the fact that this is the first season we're covering and it's so different in a way, it's just like it's kind of jarring a little bit because I'm just watching so many seasons back to back of the same concept, and now it's changed. But I don't all the way hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting used to it, but especially because I haven't watched as many seasons as you. So for me, it's kind of like this is like my fourth or so season I've seen. So yes, Lee, did you get to Jada or Simone's season yet?
Yes, I'm on Jada season now. Is it Jada Essence Hall?
Is it Jada Essence Hall? Lee, how far are you into the season? I have questions.
Oh,
for you,
so I just finished All Stars 4. Iconic All Stars. I live. Oh my god, All Stars 4 had all of my faves: Monet, Trinity Taylor, Latrice, Monique. Oh my god, Naomi Smalls. That's my mother. I love Naomi. So many queens. I just started season 12. It's low-key boring, no shade. Season 12 is not the best. But I do live for Jada. No one else is really gagging me like that like in season 12 right now. But no, I do live for some Jada. In general, though, I feel like this pocket of, I don't know about y'all, so y'all let me know, but I feel like I just stumbled across like the pantheon of Drag Race seasons because I've been ranking the seasons. And I feel like seasons 9, 8, and 10 are elite. That's a nasty back-to-back, especially when you throw in All Stars 3 and 4. I think this is some nasty Drag Race because, we watched 14. I didn't care for her. I didn't care for 11 like that. I'm not caring for 12 like that either so far. But that little stretch, honestly, 6 through 10 is iconic. Minus 7. 7 was not good. But 6 through 10 is so cunt. 6 through 10 is so fun. I just love it so bad. So I'm interested to see how season 12 is going to play out because, like I said, I'm not feeling her. I'm like what 3 or 4 episodes in, but yeah, we'll see where it's going to go. Because I heard that this last season 16 was really good too. So I feel like it's not gonna always be situations where it's like boring. I feel like us getting 11 and 14 out of the way is good. Like maybe that's the only boring ones in recent history.
Period. Yeah, I've heard good things about 16 and 15 because someone mentioned that 16 had a little drama, and the people in the chat was like 15 had a little drama too. So boom, season 5 is one of the best.
I live for season 5. That's Alyssa Edwards in them season. Season 5 is good with Alaska, Roxy. Love me some Detox. So it's a lot of great personality. That's what I'm saying. Literally, I would definitely say for me, like 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 are great seasons. Like great seasons. 7 is not that good at all. There's no shade.
Dang, you keep getting her. You gotta get her every time.
Like it's bad. It's honestly bad. Like it's not a lot of good girls from that season.
Ooh, they said 12, 13, and 14 were a little rough, but it's picking up again. And Kaden said 15 and 16 is getting girls. Good. Period. Okay, and then they said 13 was good. They said 13 was a mother convention. So maybe it's just like 11, 12,
I also got
14.
on 13. So 13 gotta be that girl.
Okay, boom.
But that's boom. So it's like we had this good stretch, and now I'm like, okay, 11 mid.
12. They say 12 was during COVID though. So does she get a pass?
No.
Okay. And then
no, it was actually filmed in 2019. And girl, that's the gag. Why every episode starting like a Big Brother allegation? It's starting. Sherry Pie has been removed from the final.
Oh Lord!
In respect to the other queens who will air the season, but Sherry Pie, girl, what the hell Sherry Pie done did? And the thing is, I Googled. I know what she did because I Googled. But they said that they're going to try to cut her from the episode. She's always been through these episodes.
Maybe she was there even more.
The bitch got a sexual assault. Yep, that's what they said, girl. Yep.
Not saying, child.
Because the Wikipedia wasn't clear, and I tried to read the article. So it wasn't clear, but I assumed it was sexual assault. And they're basically saying that a statement came out where she admitted it. And so they're still going to air the season, but, you know, they don't want to be associated with her at all. She literally makes top 4, though, which is insane. So this person is here for the entire season, and she's disqualified right before the final. But like I said, it's crazy because she's not edited out at all. The girl got a fucking confessional every episode. Damn. I laughed one time. I said, hold on.
Watch it.
You're not funny, bitch. Like,
She was going to be the hero of the season, and Gigi was supposed to be the villain. Wait, who was Gigi? Who are they talking about? Is Gigi on that season?
Gigi Good. She's like a fashion queen. I do like Gigi Good. Pharaoh. She's like Jasmine Kennedy on season 14. I don't know. She's like the mother of Jasmine Kennedy. Like this is what Jasmine Kennedy in 14 wants to be. That is a look girl. So I can definitely see how that's like the storyline. I see that. Okay,
period. Oh, they talking about what she done did. Let's not get into that. Hold
on. Hey, that's some tea though, girl.
That's some tea, y'all. That's too much. Is that too much tea?
I don't.
We put the real in reality, but we did put the tea in.
I just don't want to bring it because I honestly,
let's hold on. Pause. Woo! All Stars 9. Boom. So, what happened? What happened this episode?
Girl, right.
They started off. Georgia's got snipped last episode, so she comes in and she does her little "I got snipped" thing. She said she gonna get Got McAss back. You gotta win the challenge to do that.
Ooh.
So we'll see.
You always trying to clock my good stuff.
It's just a job. It's
not gonna clock because I live me some Georges. Like I feel like I want to smoke a blunt with Georges. We need to smoke a blunt with Georges.
Smoking a blunt with Georges would be great, but can Georges be the next drag superstar? Is the question.
Yes, in 20 years.
Oh, okay, give her some time. So boom. And God Mix basically explains you already had a badge. You're a good performer. I gave it to you. It didn't seem like God Mix. You know, last time when Gottmik gave it to Angeria, she was like, girl, you're a threat. I'm scared. It wasn't given that this time. It was given, let me give it to Georges because she can't give it back to me. And there's no shade.
Oh, my God.
But that's what it was given to me. That's what it was given to me. That's
everybody's trying to get their lick back. Ooh. The dog got her lick back this episode, child.
They said the T is Georgia should have been able to get her lick back. So, Lee, that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. The girls are saying the winning team should have been Georges and Plastique this episode. I mean, y'all, we're gonna get into it, but
we're gonna get into it.
I don't know how y'all gonna feel. We're gonna get into it. Just put a pin in that. So, starting this episode off, Chanel, Roxy, and Vanjie are the only ones without benefactors badges. Miss Vanjie. So them three don't have benefactors badges, but Got Mick and Nina get to give a badge away to somebody. This is when they get a little bit into alliance talk. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, are there any alliances? Should we be expecting anybody to be getting badges? And Nina was like, oh, I don't have any alliances, but, I feel like some other girls do have alliances. Right. And they started talking about how Gottmik and Vanjie are a little cliquey. And Vanjie was like, what you talking about cliquey? What you mean cliquey? You mean we're in an alliance? I'm not in an alliance. And Chanel was like, well, I mean, y'all are like really cliquey. I didn't say y'all were in an alliance. And Vanjie was like, but we were talking about alliances.
Hey,
so you bringing up stuff that don't got
shit to do with T. What's the T, baby? Vanjie's hilarious.
Very hilarious.
I thought Vanjie wanted to divert the conversation because she thought she was getting her T clocks.
So the next day, Got Mick pops up in the morning and she's like, well, I just want to ask Chanel and Angeria, are y'all in an alliance? And they was like, huh?
What?
Because Chanel and
Angeria, everyone was pooped and gagged. Like, alliance?
Like what?
Like they were, both of them were so genuinely confused. And Got Mick's like, well, birdies have been telling. Who's the birdie? Who wrote the note? Who wrote the note? Because I want to know who told Got Mick this. Because who said that? Too. Oh, Chanel. Chanel said, I was like, someone put this in your head. So what's T? And she's like, I don't know, little birdies. We know Vanjie, her friend. But I can also see Nina saying it. I don't know.
I think it was Plastique.
You thought
being
it was
messy.
Plastique?
I think Miss Plastique gets messy behind the scenes. I do. I think it was Miss Plastique being messy real quick. Was like, she not gonna snip. Notice Plastique hasn't been snipped. Ooh. Which is kind of interesting because why y'all not snipping Plastique? But
I would have snipped Plastique. I mean,
I would have snipped Plastique. Plastique ain't been snipped because you know why? She's playing the game. Ooh. She's spreading seeds about little birdies.
And that's why All Stars 4 is so good. Because like I said, ever since like the format was introduced, like season 1, well, it wasn't in the season 1 format. They just went home in duos. Season 2, they introduced it. They weren't taking it seriously. Like it was more so friendship. Season 2 is like, in 3, they start, involving it a little bit more. But season 4, like it was serious. Like people was getting each other back. Like it was so much tears and drama surrounding it. Like it was so good to watch them like game it out.
Ooh, we gotta get into that. Well, I gotta get into that. I need to get into that. So, Rue comes in, and this is when they have to give their badges away. Nina decides, and Nina and Chanel, they was kind of a little pair vaguely, but Nina had been mentioning, I don't want to be paired up with her. I'm playing this game on my own. Woo.
And Nina just her loyalty, Shannon.
Where the fuck is your loyalty, Shannon? And she probably just been loyal.
At the end of the day, like this game is not necessarily that competitive to where you just cannot. Girl, like that's your friend. That's your duo. No, Nina,
ain't that your friend?
Let's think. Who is going to give Nina a badge in a situation like this?
Not Chanel no more.
Chanel would have, and now she won't because you up here gave it to Roxy, and this
for no fucking reason. Because Roxy can get a badge on her own, ho. And
as you can see,
so now, guess who got less badges than other bitches? Nina currently has less badges than the girl who she gave a badge to because she wanted to do all this extra shit. Girl, if you don't give Chanel her motherfucking, and Chanel got 0.
But see, that's Roxy. That's the doll. That's why you can't clock the doll too much, girl. Because it's low-key social game. It really is when you unpack it. Because I'm telling you, how the fuck was this girl in the bottom 5 times in her original All-Star season and didn't go home? That's that social game. How is Nina besties with Chanel but giving her benefactors back to Roxy? Because that's the mother. I'm sorry. Like, it really is. It really is. You have to give her 10s.
Ooh, Clark that team. Got Mick is the loyal queen. She gives her badge to Vanjie, who is her sister. So boom. Vanjie now has a badge. Roxy now has a badge. Everybody else got a badge except Chanel.
Got a real badge.
Chanel, win a challenge.
And the thing is, it's like I feel like Chanel has definitely been like a front runner, but I feel like her looks haven't been still in the show, and her challenge performance hasn't been like still the best either. It's like she's always getting overshadowed by somebody.
I agree. She does well. She's a queen who like, and it's not even just good. It's like she's top tier, but
Mhm.
just like not the next drag superstar just yet. And it's like,
But that's
ooh,
the thing. This is our third time playing. It's like you still not the next drag superstar.
no.
Child. Now
I
this
just
was
feel
a
like
real strategy, Kaden. God making these should agree to give each other just to take the lead. That
I
was
agree.
strategy. But the
I
girls
agree with that too.
maybe y'all
They don't be
best
giving
friends and
that.
shit.
I
This
like
is
that Gottmik gave
RuPaul's
it to
best
Vanjie.
friends
Like,
race.
I feel like Gottmik is okay with Vanjie. Gottmik has enough manufacturers badges. She didn't need to think about it. It doesn't really matter.
Honestly, she
Nina is the one who you probably not ever gonna get another one, babe. So you need to be thinking very particular about what you're doing at this moment. And I don't believe she did that. I believe she's finna lose
I'm
because if
so
imagine if Roxy makes it to the finals because she has one more badge than Nina, and Nina gave her that one more badge.
ooh, clock that T. Bitch
Bitch,
catch it.
catch it. So,
And
hey.
that's I'm so gagged though. Like, no, it's no shade to Roxy or Vanjie, but I did not think both of them would be gaining another badge this episode. I would
Me
not
too.
have clocked that. So the fact that they were given a badge and that they earned their own,
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole different competition. I was thinking what they should have did. See, that's what I'm saying. Play the game. Mick should have got that badge snipped.
She should have.
Mick would have got snipped, baby. I'm
She
sorry, but hey, Mick gave hers to Vanjie. I'm pretty sure Mick got good social connections in that I have to say house in the competition. So I feel like, of course, that just wasn't gonna happen. But that's the thing. It's like this decision, it matters. And someone said this on Twitter. They said that maybe if they were snipping someone's badge, like if you get cut, then you lose your badge. That will make it a little bit more extra stakes because bitches would actually be mad about that. Because what the fuck, you know? Because obviously they create this format because they want them to kind of play amongst each other. So it is kind of unfortunate when they don't take that route, but I get it because it's not like they're not coming here to play.
It's not even I'm not even getting the money.
Right.
I'm getting money for somebody else.
But
now, if it was my money, I probably would have been like,
that's another T though. Because someone said this in the comments before, but the girls are basically saying that the girls don't want to come back and do All Stars because they spend thousands and thousands on runway looks and all these types of things just to go home first or to go home because of stupid ass concepts and things like that. Like in All Stars 4, Ru had this random ass lip sync ruler palooza, whatever the fuck, where the eliminated queens had a chance to lip sync against the queens in the competition, and if they beat them, they get in. Now imagine I spent all this money just to be here, and I get replaced by a bitch that went home 1st, or a bitch that came in who went home first at top 4 is now in final 3 because she came in.
You gotta save that for the regular show. I don't think you need to be doing all that on the All Stars because I see why they would get mad about that. I think I get you. You don't want to go home first or anything like that, but I just feel like maybe I don't know because I do want eliminations in All Stars, me personally, and I feel like they're trying to prohibit that and make sure they're there the whole time and etc. in this new format. And I mean, it's cute, but it needs to be cute. If they're gonna do that, they need to be able to cut manufacturing badges. That's how I feel. If you're gonna every All Star season, there's not gonna be eliminations, then you need to have them literally cutting the manufacturers badges. And Jira should be at -1, not 1 still. Okay.
But why is hula hate spilling? Because when I'm Googling the people, every once in a while I see who's on certain seasons. And she says, you'll see how bad the casting guy wants to get the All Stars 8. Girl, it ain't nothing but flops on there. It's no shade, but it's a season of Kaya's. I was like, is this a second chance season? Like it's a bunch of people who I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And so but you can tell that the girls are just not interested. But I can see why they would have an issue with that because I'm noticing even while watching how expensive drag becomes over the years. I feel like maybe the season I'm watching, I think season 12 was like one of the bigger shifts of okay, the girls are walking out in custom designer Mugler and fashion designers. That costs money. So maybe it's they just kind of I don't know, dumb down the process. Or just in general, there shouldn't be an All Stars every year. Now, granted, I just got into the RuPaul Drag Race fandom, so I can't talk too much about it. If the girls want All Stars every year, so be it. But I feel like if it's now becoming an issue where we have to get Kaya's or all the way have non-elimination legs because non-elimination seasons because you want to make sure the girls stay and do it, then you need to expand it a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. They have to be getting what they want to get out of it. Like it's no longer, and that's another thing. I feel like back in the day, it was this really big, huge opportunity. But nowadays, these girls is famous. Like these girls, they get a lot of big Instagram following. Plastique done got them. Like Plastique didn't have to come back. She got all these Instagram following. She's very well-renowned drag queen just after her first season of the Drag Race. So it's like it's almost like you got to give them more incentive. More incentive is what they need. So that's probably what it is. But hey, we here. I think this cast is cute though. This is a good cast. To me,
I think it's definitely a cute cat. I think it could have been
cuter,
but it's still a good cast. And that's what I saw on TikTok. I don't know if she was a queen that was on the show before, but she was basically saying that like the girls don't want to come back for that reason. And the reason why this is such a good cast is because none of the girls are going home, and they were paid to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Start paying them to do it. That's a lot of the times what happens, and even the other reality shows, surprisingly, because they're actually winning money, for themselves as well, a lot of money. But even on there, they gotta pay them to come play All Stars a good amount of money. So get these girls their money. Thank you. So boom. For the challenge, for the Maxi challenge today, they have to pair up in pairs. They kind of talk about like, they didn't want to pair up with the person they was besties with because they didn't really want to seem, like we was making up alliances and clicking. But Chanel and Jerry end up with each other anyways. Plastique and Georges are a pair. Right. I like the Plastique and Georges. I actually like these pairs, specifically Plastique and Georges, because I feel like they have similar styles sometimes. It could probably work out very, very well. I felt like that was a good combination. Roxy and Vanjie, I felt was a good combination. Now, got Mick and Nina.
That couldn't have been the worst combination. And I feel like literally, everyone else, like they could pull from each other's style, but Nina and Got Mick was the complete opposite. Like you got
I agree.
And the Countess. Like, I don't know. You can't compare those two.
You can't. You have Circus and the City.
Vogue.
And Vogue, bitch. Boom. So, today, some beautiful men entered the room.
Not some menses.
Some men. And they are all firefighters. Thank you for your service.
Firemen.
Firemen. Thank you for your service. Let's pull up the guys. Let's pull up the guys. Thank you for your service.
I almost lit my house on fire just to get Nathan to come.
The girls are just like me because the girls were in there,
hollering,
feeling really good, and I would be feeling really good in this room as well. All this masculine testosterone energy, like I
feel so safe. Oh my god.
I would feel just so safe.
Insecure. Warm.
So, to celebrate Pride, who is y'all's favorite? Like, comment below, chat, let me know who is your favorite fireman. For me, it was Mr. Nathan on the left. It was
Nathan. See, at first, the face, Brad Lee, I was like, Brad Lee looking kind of, ain't he tall? I was like, ooh. But as he kept going, and we saw more Nathan personality, I was like,
in that chest, and it was hairy at first, and then when they shaved it, and it was so fine, and them arms is bigger than my head. Oh,
girl, you was having flashbacks. He got serious. But yeah, Nathan, that's a man, a fire.
That's a motherfucking man. If you know a man, or you are a man that look like Nathan, hit my motherfucking line. Follow me on Twitter at BB Pharaoh. That's BBPHARAOH.
Period.
Thank you. Cause fuck. So yeah, for me, it was definitely Adam was a top tier. Nathan was a top, but Nathan was a top tier. But honestly, for me, Adam was my next one. I wasn't fucking with Bradley like that. I'm not gonna lie, the girls was fucking with Bradley. Me, you don't gotta be too tall. And honestly, Adam looking tall in this picture too. No, I'm looking at it. But you don't gotta be too tall for me. Bradley got that height, that big ass, long ass arms, them big ass hands. Ooh, wait a minute. Cause they used to say big feet. Really, it's big hands. And I've learned that. And Bradley, look at them hands. Look at the hands.
Man.
I was feeling Adam, but Adam got a kid, 4 kids, a wife, a daughter, and I respect. Do I respect him? I'm not a homewrecker.
Not that, no, girl. You just it's giving homewrecker.
Let me tell you about it, because it's pride. We got to be real. You should never wreck a home.
But you'll shake up with a
But if a home is already wrecked, now.
Oh
don't do it, girls. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Y'all still kind of Lady Pharaoh is.
If it's a married man, run. Now, if he just got a girlfriend, no, I'm kidding.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. Most of the time, you're not gonna know
they're gonna lie
girlfriend until after. It's for so many times you link with somebody, you check Snapchat or Instagram the next day, girlfriend, National Girlfriend Day.
And this is how I kind of feel about it.
And that's why you don't mess with the DL girls. Don't mess with the DL. You have to leave that era. Because
do we have to?
Mental illness.
Do we have to leave the era?
We do. But look, no, you have to. You have to have some class. Protect the pussy.
Elisa, I genuinely don't think I can have class. I don't think I have that bone in my body. It's gonna be hard to leave the DL. We should try our best to let DL go. And you know what? I've been doing better. I've definitely been actually dating, going to the gay scene where people are out and about. But every once in a while, I get a little birdie in my DM wanting to sell weed to me.
Sell weed.
Give me a haircut. Or
you want to smoke?
Smoke.
You know how many times I let's chill, smoke. Okay.
And it's like, who am I to say no?
Smoke.
If Nathan DM'd you and was like, and that's what I'm saying, like it's hard. But anyways, y'all. Anyways, the men was looking definitely good. Andre looked. All 4 of them looked really good. If either one of them reached out,
we can get it popping.
One of them has a wife confirmed, so maybe I would have to have some class. It would be hard. But anyways, so this was fun because the firefighters got to actually choose which teams they wanted to work on instead of vice versa. And I really like that. I haven't seen it if that's happened before in the past.
I haven't seen that, no.
Okay, boom. So that was really, really cute for me. Boom. So they all went on some speed dates. What. Afterwards, they got to choose. Adam chose to go with Roxy and Vanjie for his team. So that was cute. He said he liked them. He vibed with them. Andre chose Plastic and Georges. He said they gave the energy. Bradley chose Angeria and Chanel. And Nathan chose Nina and got Mick. And Nina was trying to get with my man.
Girl, Nina.
I need her to.
Nina, can you fight, Nina? Dead ass, baby. Cause
why I gotta feel like Nina could fight?
Girl,
I feel like Nina could fight.
Farrah, I will lip sync for my life for Nathan. Okay, I would get out there and turn it.
You would get out there in full drag
and eat Nina up.
Just if the reward was a night with Nathan.
A night, girl. Oh,
girl.
I'm America's Next Drag Superstar.
Don't make the reward a man. I will call up Rupaul and get on that stage myself. The fuck? Anyways, so boom. That would be cute. Oh my god, that would be so cute. Drag Race of Love. If they had an eligible bachelor and then a bunch of the drag girls just went on instead of this dumbass love snatch game of love. Do a whole season and have an eligible bachelor, a Nathan lookalike. And then have all the girls have to fight for his love. I would love to watch that. I would love to watch that.
There's so many concepts. I was literally thinking of like a challenge concept. Bring all of the girls, get 30 girls, do a duo, do rivals, something. Boom. And then the thing is, so gag it, right? Let's say like the winner, they get to vote one person in for lip sync, and then the house vote another person in, and they lip sync for their life. literally just a challenge, but
that's
the
elimination
is a lip sync. You go into the arena to lip sync for your life.
I like that. Wrestling league.
Honestly, these bitches be active. So yeah.
Do they?
They be, girl, you ain't seeing them. You be seeing them do the death drop and the splits. And it's
Oh
crazy.
yes,
You could
yes.
be the plus size queens, the short queens, like the girls be hopping and jumping into that
Boom,
split.
boom,
Mind you, they be tucked doing this.
boom.
Girl.
Girl. So this was a really cute challenge. I loved this. I especially loved this on Pride because the men were talking about basically their experience with the gay community, and basically they're all saying how it definitely shouldn't be a problem in 2024.
And I love when they bring in these guests because a lot of times they are straight and they're explaining like their experiences. And I love when they bring like the dads, like Adam, and he's explaining how he is caring for his queer children and accepting of it. And it's like that's the representation that we need to see. So I'm really happy that they are showing it. It's showing it in a normal way because a lot of these queens don't have that experience with their family. So and some people watching it do not have that experience with their family. So it's beautiful to see straight men out there actually loving their children no matter how they are in the world. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I love with Adam because Adam's daughter-in-law is pansexual and his son-in-law is trans. And I love that because it's like being trans nowadays has been turned into this so taboo thing. Right. And to see that he's a father, a man, a straight man, and he's comfortable with having his son-in-law be transgender is amazing. So I love that for him. Very great men. Ooh, that makes it even better. But anyway, so this is when we get into the runway look. So first of all, they have to perform. They have to do this performance, and they have to have a rap verse, have a singing verse on the performance, and so does their firemen as well. And then the challenge is to make them a part of your drag family. You know, get them dolled up in your drag family. Roxy won the challenge on her season.
Oh yeah,
I like the challenge too. I like this challenge.
The mother won twice. Come on. I told you. See, look. I'm gonna stand behind Roxy now because see, last episode I was like, look, I finished All Stars. I get it. But see, she proves why she's that girl.
She shows it sometimes.
This is a great episode for her.
That's interesting because she won this challenge on her season and here, and Mick won the ball on her season and she won on this. It's like, okay.
They show them why the fuck they won.
It does. And Vanjie said she got second. And, you know, she won this one as well. And then the one Mick won. Plastique got second and she was in the top. So it's like, it really shows like where their strengths are lying and where their strengths aren't. Because it's consistent. I really love that. So they get out there. They each do their performances. And
you have those looks?
I have those looks. And then we get into their looks. So let's start off with boom. Miss Angeria and Miss Chanel.
I didn't, and this is one consistent throughout, except for like one team that I'll mention when we get there. The men were stiff. That's not on them. That's not on the women. But the two of the men were really, really stiff in the performance. So I didn't really like their performance. And then coupled with this look, I hated it. I hated everything that both of them were wearing. I don't like the colors. I don't like the one poof here. Honestly, Brad Lee looks the best.
Does.
Which is crazy. But Brad Lee looks cunt. Like, she needs to get into drag.
Does.
What was her drag name? Did you get the drag's name?
She had a first name, but her last name was Bradley. I forgot her first name. Let me look.
But no, she ate that up. But in general, I did not like this performance.
Didn't like the performance. They were offbeat. Even they were offbeat a little bit. Bradley was stiff, but also Angeria and Chanel were stiff. And that's one thing they've always had an issue with. No shade. Angeria, she never was like the best dancer. Chanel, I've never really seen get down on the floor. So they were all, in my opinion, very stiff. I felt like the performance was not it. And it was probably the worst performance of the night. And then they came out here looking like a unicorn threw up on them. 3 different unicorns threw up on them.
Unicorn is crazy.
From 3 different families. Like, this is like there is no cohesion in this. They don't look like siblings, sisters, mamas, daughters, nothing. This looks like 3 random looks. I fucking hate when Chanel comes out with one thing on one arm and something on the other. Quit fucking doing that, stupid. That's ugly as shit. That's the ugliest fucking thing ever. I was mad because before the runway, she's literally explaining Bradley like about the outfits, and she's like, I'm thinking this one side having, and I wanted to jump to the screen and slap her. Quit doing this one side
he
shit.
Did. He said this dead too. He said
Like,
it was gonna be
what?
ugly, and then we saw it didn't work.
It's fucking ugly. I hate when she does that. I don't know why she thinks that shit is cute. That shit is ugly. Like, people like symmetry. That's the whole point of visual effects and visual artists. Symmetrical bodies is cute. Even symmetrical faces get the most motherfucking dick. Like, girl, quit doing these like half and half shit. That shit is not always gonna work. It's gonna work sometimes. She looks the worst.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, quite literally, I feel like I wish they just kind of copied what they did for Bradley, because then it would at least fit the theme of we're sisters. But like, and Jerry and Chanel look more related, and then Bradley just
don't even look related.
Star. Like, they look like backup singers and dancers for Bradley. Literally.
If I had to say who was related, I would say Angeria. No, they're not related. They don't. Angeria and Chanel don't even look related.
Yeah. I was trying to give them something.
Not even distant cousins. No one looks alike.
Wearing similar clothes, but other than that, like, it's not much at all.
It's not much at all. Because Jerry's wearing a bodysuit and Chanel is wearing these ruffles, whatever they call. And then Bradley has on this motherfucking armor outfit. Girl, it's a fucking no for me. Chop!
It's a chop.
I'm like, what the fuck? Next. Shit pissed me off. Okay! I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. They did what they could do with what they had.
I lived for their performance. I did. I thought that they were moving it, bitch. Like, they felt like a really cohesive group as far as the choreography, it being down, the moves, the rhythm being smooth. They ate it up.
Including Nathan.
I feel like I can slightly see family relation. It does feel more so friendship. Like, only I think the team that won, like Vanjie and Roxy, no shade, I think that when it comes to looking like a family unit, they hit it on the mark. They don't necessarily they look more like a family unit than Chanel and Angeria, but it still is.
This gives girl group. This gives 90s girl group or something.
Literally, though. But I like their performance, and I like the look a little bit. I feel like genuinely this is one of the best Nina has looked. I was gooped and gagged when I saw her. I didn't like Got Mixed that much, but genuinely I feel like she just had to downgrade because she was working with Nina, and that's no shade at all. I think she still looks great. I just like she couldn't give her best because she was working with Miss Nina.
She had to do
and I think they did the best what they could with Nathan. I love how they still kept like the little bodybuilder type thing, because there are women like that who got the muscles and the biceps and the triceps, so it worked. At first I was like, this is a man, but you kind of fall into the fantasy because the face is beat, the wig is there, the body's right. So I did like it. Like, genuinely, I think they were a contender if Vanessa and Roxy didn't win.
I love I really, really love what they did with him, because I like that they and it was Got Mixed idea. No shade. But she was basically like, we can just uplift what he already has to him. If he's a very masculine dude and he knows how to dance masculinely, then we can just make that a part of what he is. And it really, really worked. I was surprised because with drag, you can't get too manly and too masculine because it throws it off, but they made it work so well. It felt like a woman bodybuilder. It didn't feel like a man to me as I was watching them come out on the stage and stuff. Like, it really, really worked, and they did her makeup so well, and they made her look good. And the judges even said like they did good at making their person the centerfold of their thing. They did the best at that for sure. They ate that up. I really like it. It's not my favorite look. Of course, because it's Nina.
As far as look, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite look. The last two that we're gonna get to are my favorite look wise. But performance, I think hands down, they had the best performance.
Yeah. Boom. Next we have
the Powerpuff Girls.
The Powerpuff Girls. I loved the idea. I really, really did. But I see what the judges were saying about how they're getting lost in, the relation between the three. Their performance, 8. I loved their performance. Really good.
This is the other team where I felt like they were smooth. They was moving. Honorary was so confident in this drag look. She looks good. Like, this is a bitch that could be America's Next Drag Superstar.
Literally.
But she looks great, and I think they had good chemistry on
I
stage
agree.
together, and all of that work, but the family relation is not there. It's like it's
Mhm.
technically family relation because if you go in Powerpuff Girls, they are sisters, but they don't look like even like a girl group. They literally look like three different divas eating it
Yeah.
up together.
Yeah.
Live for Plastique's looks. Plastique's her and this damn waist. I hate her. I hate her
Girl.
bad. Her waist is tea, and she just keep walking around with it
For
out.
literally no reason.
Um,
Just got it out.
Georgia, I didn't necessarily love this from Georgia. I loved it as a full unit, but
Yeah.
individually, it was cute.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Honoree ate both them hoes up.
No,
Like, I don't know. Like, she is
they
sending me.
they did good with lifting up their queen
Like,
too, because she was the center of this. She really
did.
ate this up. And I love their performance. I really feel like based on performances, I think there was a little stiffness, but I think with them they did the most movement. They were doing a lot of movement, and Honoree was hitting all them notes. So if it was going just with the performance, I would have gave them the win. But when I'm looking at on the performance and the look and what the goal of the challenge was, I can see how I guess I can't give them the win. I don't know. I like, but even if it wasn't them, I feel like I would have gave it to Nina and got back again.
Because you know what it is too. I think it's easy to get lost in. Oh my god, the transformation was so good. Because this is one of my favorite challenges. I tune into this episode every time I've been on the season I'm binging, and that's a heavy thing they always stretch. It's about looking like a family. This person needs to be your sister. We just look at you and immediately think they are related.
Yeah.
And you don't get that from any of the other three teams. Genuinely, you do not. So I just feel like that was definitely the biggest difference because that's what they're looking for in the challenge, not necessarily the biggest transformation. Because if we're talking best transformation, they won.
Yeah, they won. Very much so. Or Nina and got Mick once again. But I just feel like there were so many positives of Nina and got Mick.
Nina got Mick one again, it would have been nasty.
No, that would have been gag. Now, them and this team, I feel like they had the best transformations and the best performance, and their queen did the best drag, in my opinion. Both of those teams. The other two teams, their queen didn't do the best drag. It was good transformations, but the dances weren't that good. But these teams, the performance and the challenge, I like that.
What are you talking about? Plastique
and Nina and them. I think they did the best with transforming their queen and having their queen actually come out on the runway, be a drag queen, and then dance. I feel like all of that and part of the challenge,
the centerpiece as well.
Honestly. Yes, like when it came to the maxi challenge, they ate the maxi, like not the maxi. When it came to the challenge of the episode, well, yeah, they ate the challenge up. But the runway, I see. It's not giving. Like this runway, it's not giving. It's not. Yeah. Like the more I look at it, the less it's giving.
And I think I see it's three different looks. It literally is just entirely three different looks. Like the other girls, there was some sort of similarity, but because they were going Powerpuff Girls, it had to be three entirely different looks. Yeah. But in general, it's great. It's a great runway. It's not what the challenge is. So I see what they are. I see what they're saying.
Okay. So the winners of this challenge. Now, I'm going to say it real quick. Mm-hmm. The look itself.
It's Roxy. It's three Roxys.
Hold on. The look itself, the worst one of the night. Ah!
Ooh. I don't agree. Jerry and Chanel for sure, the worst look of the night.
Oh! I would say Jerry and Chanel, the worst of the night.
The look,
like, but I don't like this look.
I would say this is after Plastique and George's. I think I think it's really great. And I think to give Roxy her 10s, like she makes like 99.9% of the shit that she makes. Like she made all three of these looks. Look how it's fitted. Look how it's hugging the skin. Like she had to do those measurements. She had to put all of this together. Like bitches is buying shit and wearing it from goddamn Ross and shit like that. And I think you could tell Roxy carried this challenge because they all look like Roxy.
100%.
And I didn't even notice that until I'm seeing it right now. They literally look like her sister. So she hit the nail on the head for what the challenge is. But I definitely disagree with you. This is definitely second best look of the night behind the other two. But the thing is, like, because they're related, she gave the same look with slight differences. Whereas if you're saying Plastique and George's is better, well, those are two entirely different looks. Like,
but this is what I was saying. That's why I was like, let me clarify.
Okay.
When it comes to how you individually the people look, for me, individually, if they came out on the runway alone, I wouldn't like this at all.
Okay, no, I get what you mean.
That's kind of what I mean. I don't
that.
like. I hate the color combination. I just hate the color. I think is what it is mostly.
I see that.
But as the challenge, when it comes to how they look as the challenge together as a unit, they ate it up, hit the nail on the coffin. Really, honestly, I would say it's the top when it comes to the goal of the challenge. I wouldn't even put it second. But when I'm talking about specifically how they look, yuck. It's not easy on my eyes. I'm not.
I definitely disagree. I love how they look. I definitely do. I think I didn't like the performance. I didn't.
Oh, the performance was bad.
I didn't like this transformation for Adam necessarily. I do not like this transformation at all. This might be the worst transformation. I'll say genuinely.
I agree with that.
I didn't like their performance. I thought that Adam was very, very stiff. All three of them, I felt were very stiff a little bit. But the main goal was looking like sisters, and
they do look like sisters. They ate that up. I can agree with that 100%. So yeah, and they got the win, and I would have gave it to Nina and got Mick. I would have.
If I wouldn't have given it to them, I think I would have, based off of how great they look on the runway as well, Plastique and George's. So I think that would have been my deciding factor. I live for Got Mick and Nina's performance. Roxy and Vanjie hit the lookalike, but I think Plastique and George's, they did a great performance and they did a good enough lookalike and stage looks that I would have gave it to them if I didn't give it to them.
That's kind of how I felt about Nina and Got Mick, that they did good enough performance and good enough. I like how similar they look.
And also, I would have been like, I am not giving Got Mick and Nina another goddamn win. Like shit, this episode.
Part of me feel like they was like on that type of time too. People were saying they were like, I mean, they wanted to give everybody a win, so they were spreading it out. But this wasn't it for me. Okay, y'all, because we low key, what me and Lee are agreeing on is that we low key wouldn't have gave them the win, and that's no shade. Chat, what do you think? Who you think should have got the win this episode? And let's get into these tiers, and that's on T. Now they did the challenge in pairs, so we can kind of tier them in pairs as well, a little bit. So, let's just do Vanjie. Let's just do Vanjie and Roxy first. Vanjie and Roxy. To me, it was like mid. It was mid to me. Because the performance didn't eat at all, and Adam didn't look that good in general. But I love to me it was the middle of the road. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the look. And I think the main thing was what the challenge required them to have, which is the family lookalike. So I would at least say cunt.
I like that. I can do cunt for that. Because they really, really did achieve the goal. They really did. Okay, Plastique and George's. The performance was really well. I think the transformation was really well as well.
I feel fine with putting them in cunt too. Honestly, I live for that performance. I thought the transformation was well. I get it that they don't get the win based off the lookalike, but I thought everything else was great.
I liked it more. I liked it more than Vanjie and then Roxy. Me personally, I did. Angeria and Chanel are chop
bad. They are lip sync. Oh my god!
And it's not even close.
Lip syncing for their life.
And it's not even close. Got Mick and Nina. You know what? Now that we're here, I see what you're saying because I kind of want to put them under Plastique and George's because I do see what you're saying. Like the looks just it's too Nina coded. I hate to say it. Ooh. The look is just too Nina coded. It's too Nina coded. So I kind of want to put them under that. But honestly, I want to put the winners in third place. I do. And I'm sorry.
No, I don't agree with that.
You think Nina and Got Mick should be below them?
I think they should be in camp. I thought you had it right where they're supposed to be, in camp.
And see, I don't know. I really like their performance better than I like their performance the most.
I did love their performance, but
I like their performance the most.
Me, if I'm thinking about the challenge, I think the performance was the least important part.
Okay.
And that's my main thing. Like the looks were mid, and the family familiarity were not there. Was not there at all.
And it wasn't there that much. I'll give you that. I'm fine with this. Boom.
So
lip sync for your life, Chanel.
So that's the gag. So this thing, Rudin gagged us because, like I said, if y'all following wrong with TRKs, Drag Race, because we're eliminating these bitches. Okay, we would have said that Nina would have went against Rocky week 1, and Nina would have been out. She would have been gone.
Boom.
But we said for the episode 2, we said that Roxy and Vanjie would have been at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And we see today they lip sync for their life, and it was a tie.
Shantae, so, you both stay.
Hey, Shantae and would have both stayed. But then episode 3, we said Plastique and Vanjie would have been at the bottom. So I think Plastique would have knocked Vanjie up out of
would have knocked Vanjie out.
So Roxy would still be here for us.
So Roxy would still be here. So
it would be Nina and Vanjie out.
Okay. So in our Drag Race All Stars 9, Nina and Vanjie have went home, and we're here where now Angeria and Chanel are lip syncing for their life.
Who would win that lip sync, girl?
Now, based on this song gave a slight little rock and roll to me.
Right, it was Janet Jackson, wasn't it?
I think it was a little Janet Jackson. I don't know who it was. I'm not gonna lie, but it was giving a little more oomph and like movement and you know, get down with the get down. And I hate to say it, but I think Angeria does better with a little slower song. And I personally feel like, based on seeing Angeria lip sync, that I'm not sure that my girl could have stayed this time. Now, if she would have went out there and lip sync for her life, that's different, because you never really know. And you never really know.
I feel like Angeria, she's one of those personality lip syncers where it's like she can give you emotion and make you feel like she's feeling the song. I feel like Chanel is a very technical person. You can almost see her thinking out everything that she does. So I do think it's a good chance. But honestly, this is the hardest one. I don't.
You know what I want to do for ours?
What?
I want to Shantae they both stay. Just cause I don't want them to go. I don't want either of them.
Honestly, this would definitely be the Shantae both stay week for us.
Yeah, what I've seen Rue do sometimes is essentially, I feel like if he feels like the flops kind of did good this round and it's 2 good people in the bottom, a lot of times that's the Shantae you both stay time.
Exactly what people do.
And because this is how I feel about this.
Because also too, when you have a situation like that, the people who are at the bottom is because they had an off day. So them lip syncing, of course they're eating it up because they were the, front runners of the competition. They just had a bad day. So by giving them that second chance, they're almost always able to go to the final. Like almost every girl I think that was able to stay like that in a double Shantae made it pretty far after that.
Mm-hmm. Child. So we here. For us, Shantae, you both stay. I think they both would have did good enough because none of you have flopped enough for me to want y'all.
Or they would have hit the Nina Nicki Minaj.
Oh man!
Why did RuPaul look Nina West and Suki Nutmeg Ganache straight in the face and said, "Man"?
And that was after Suki Nutmeg Ganache went all season talking about something. Oh, just put me in the lip sync. I don't care.
I'll go against anybody. And then Ru was like, "Girl, I guess you stay."
Like what?
Like
I guess I gotta pick one.
I wouldn't even want to stay. Like, damn. My thing is, he didn't have to pick. Like, Ru does whatever he wants. I just watched the season. He sent them both home.
I know.
He said, "You know what, Shantae, you both go the fuck away."
Oh my god, Shantae, nobody says. How about that? So yes, Roxy and Vanjie end up both winning the lip sync. Deserved. They both did great. And this is Vanjie's first challenge win ever.
He lives doing that, girl.
What?
And sometimes it's not necessary because a big thing about All Stars 4 is that Trinity and Monet won.
Okay.
Now there was a comment Timo had said in the comments that the only reason why Monet had got the win low key is because he was facing some allegations. Because if you win All Stars, you get in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hall of Fame was looking a little pale. Mm-hmm. So they needed to color it up a little bit. Now, I live for Monet. That's my Pisces sister. Her personality is so T. But no shade. Her runway looks were not always.
Ooh. On All Stars?
On All Stars. It was definitely an elevation, which is always bad because there are a lot of people who come into the All Star season and don't elevate at all. She elevated for sure. And she's a comedy queen. So her strong suit was the challenges and things like that, which I will say that did carry her to the end. But I did feel like it was just random to have both of them win. Like I'm shocked they didn't just give it to Trinity or just give it to Monet. It's really weird that both of them won. But hey, I like them both, so I don't give a damn.
So we won.
Yeah, it was definitely a winning, and she
Okay,
flexed.
boom.
So, period. If that was for the
Oh, they said Monet was the
why-
original winner, and they added Trinity.
Oh, clock that T, bitch, catch it. But see, also I feel
Is Trinity also black?
Trinity is white. I like Trinity though.
Then why the fuck they add her?
Girl, because honestly, if you watch it,
Because Loki was like, "Ooh,
to me, it doesn't make sense that Monet. If I was watching All Stars 4, I would not have thought Monet would have won.
So you feel like they should have said, "Fuck if you should fuck the Hall of Fame being a little white. When a black queen wins, she wins." Is that how you feel?
Let's think. I mean, I know Shea Coulee wins season 5. Is it rigged for Shea Coulee? I don't think it's rigged for Shea because Shea should have won her season, and that's the real problem. They robbing these bitches of their original season and then bringing them to All Stars to deal with bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I would have had Naomi and Monet as the All Stars for a top 2.
And that's the thing. Like, my issue is that if I'm looking at the overall competition, I thought Trinity just overall did better than Monet. So with them being the top 2, I was like, Trinity lucky ate this. Trinity ate that lip sync up. I didn't think Naomi really ate that up like that. No shade.
Ooh.
You think she did? You think she did, Hula Hey? I mean, I liked it, but Trinity was doing the stunts and the goops and the guy. I don't know.
It's all right. They're not gagging for Trinity.
But the thing is, I would have even said personally while watching it, Monique should have won. Ooh. Like it's like I thought Monique would have won. I don't think Naomi would have had it. No shade. But I don't know. Oh, and
they getting confused. Huh? I'm sorry. What? Where was you at?
And they're the last 2 PLC All Stars winners. So they give Monet a shared win and then Shea wins. And so that's another annoying thing too. I feel like I've realized that it really is a lot of Caucasian queens. Which I know that the drag scene is very POC oriented. So you would think you would see more. And I think that's why I love seasons 8, 9, and 10. Those are the seasons where all the black girls eating it up. Or PLCs in general. Like Bob season 8, that entire top 4 is POC. Is an Asian girl. Naomi's biracial, I'm assuming. Hopefully. She's a light-skinned girl. And then you have the 2 black girls. So that's why I love that top 4, because it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was in Manila.
I was thinking they should have just had more black queens and All Stars if they wanted more black All Star winners, right? Like, just make it heavy.
Now this is true, because and that's the thing. You really have to look at everything, because Monet, like I said, she's a comedy queen. Those girls are usually great performers and things like that. So if you get caught up in the looks of it all, then yeah. But I just feel like, Monet, because Monet's one of those girls that she'll be in the bottom once or twice.
Yeah.
And where it's like Trinity, she was like almost never. So I was just thinking on that level. But shit, let me get off Monet a little bit.
Who else was never in the bottom? Willow Pill.
Why are you trying to get us dragged? Now you really.
I'm just saying, like you saying bitches ain't never been in the bottom. Give them their tens. I mean, maybe we got to get Willow. Let me shut up. Boom. So, Roxy and Vanjie get a shared win, and they get to shared snip. Lisa.
Now what? I'm sorry.
What'd she say?
You can't say you want to put it on that winning because our Runway to say Monique should have won.
Damn.
Okay, Monique did have some bad days, but I don't know, Monique. I don't know. It was giving like underdog with Monique. I was like, I wanted Monique to kind of.
Here you go. You got a different reason for every girl.
It is a different reason. Okay, but no. Look, I live for Monet though, so I don't give a fuck. That was just my thoughts. I was like, this feels random. It felt random. It felt last minute. But now knowing Trinity was the add-on, bitch, and shit just gave it to Monet. No, I'm telling you, because they didn't give Willow and Camden a joint win.
Camden should have just got that win. I feel.
They didn't give Shay and Sasha a joint win. And they dragging me Lee.
So boom. Roxy and Vanjie have to snip somebody. They chose to snip. Lisa, we would have snipped got Mick. Get her out of here.
Not Mick would have to get snipped. I'm sorry.
But they snipped Angeria. I think they got Angeria. I really do, because this next one, we saw the preview. I think it's like a little comedy. I think she was looking like she was doing good. So they might have actually got an accurate snip, because there ain't been one accurate snip yet, because none of these girls have won after being snipped. But I think they could have got Angeria. I ain't gonna lie. But get off her.
Why is my sister Angeria getting snipped?
Right,
twice. And it looked like there'll be a little drama next episode. I hope she call the bitch out.
I'm here for that drama. So boom, that was the episode. Great episode. Happy Pride, bitch.
Happy
Be
Pride.
sure you're here next week because we'll be going live again to talk about the next episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 9 or whatever. We're also covering some other shit. Get into the GOAT, Amazon freebie, bitch. Get into the rest of the challenge. Finishing that off, ho. Get into this Big Brother rewind. We're going to watch Big Brother 3. Get into Big Brother 3 with us. If you're not into Big Brother, get into it, bitch. We're starting soon. Now. Come. And that's it. Thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom.
Drama too.
And get into total drama too. And get into total drama too. And that's it, ho. Thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom. We out. Bye.